Hello, I'm Joy and this is Yoga with Joy. Welcome. Make yourself comfortable on the mat. It's finding a nice, comfortable seated position. And start to connect with your breath. Notice how you lift gently on the inhale and soften slightly on the exhale. We're going to start by chanting the Om vibration 3 times together. And then begin to open your eyes. And making yourself comfortable, bring your hands to the heart. Inhale, lifting up, reaching up above your head. Opening up into Prana Mudra. Taking a beautiful flowing warm up here. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Really soften into this flow. Bring your hands together, inhale. Exhale, hands down to the heart. And then on the next inhale, you're opening up the arms so that they're straight and wide. Really opening up the chest. Expanding the chest. Breathing here. Softening your breath. Deepening the inhale and lengthening the exhale. As you breathe in, bring the hands back to the heart. And exhale on the movement. Inhale, clasping behind, opening up your chest. Taking a few breaths here, lovely and deep. Lifting from the crown of the head as you inhale, softening as you exhale, hands to heart, and then lifting up, inhaling, opening up to Prana Mudra again, the energy mudra, breathing here, deep full breaths. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, opening up the arms wide, parallel with the mat. And then gently breathing here, deep full breaths. Feeling the strength in your arms as you keep them wide, and then exhaling back to the heart. Namaste. And bringing the hands on the exhale behind you, and inhale, open up the chest as you clasp the hands behind. Full lungfuls of breath. Beautiful and steady. Shoulder blades moving back towards each other. Exhale, moving the hands back to the heart. And placing the hands on the knees. Great. We're going to move into seated cat here. So inhale forward, exhale back. Your hands can be on your knees, and then as you exhale back and as you round the back, you can slide the hands slightly off your knees so your wrists are moving on your knees. Inhaling forward and exhaling back. Lovely. That's perfect. Waking up the spine, rounding the back. So this is flexions and extensions of the spine. Really engaging your neck here too, so you're involving the neck. And coming back to seated, and we'll take a twist on either side. So exhale over into the twist. The heart is still resting over the hips and the head is resting over the heart. So you have a line of energy coming from your base right to the crown. Deep, full breaths. Lovely. Every time you inhale, feeling that lengthening, and exhale, you can soften a bit more into the twist. And breathing out, back to center. And breathing out over to the other side. So this twist is part of your practice, so moving into the twist as much as you need to, as much as feels good for you today, and keeping it flowing with the breath, and then exhaling back to center. Wonderful, great. Okay, placing the right hand down and lifting up the left arm and circling the left arm around. So you're moving forward slightly as you exhale, as you circle around and the hand is touching the earth, and then inhale, lifting up. These wonderful shoulder arm rotations. Going as slowly as you need to. This is a very flowing practice, very gentle, with some stronger postures later. And then the left hand is down and the right hand is up. And so you're circling again, exhaling forward, inhaling up. At your own pace. Breathing with the movement and moving with the breath. Feeling your body and your nervous system really relax as you gently flow like this. So lifting up the knees and the hands behind you, just rock your knees from side to side. So it eases out the hips after sitting for quite a while. In your own time with your own breath. Then we're going to come into a flowing Shavasana. So your right leg is straight and your left leg is bent in at your groin, so your heel is in. And then exhaling forward, inhale up, open up the chest. Your arms are wide, and exhale forward. So you're invited to go as far forward as is comfortable for you. It will be different for everyone. So it might be just your thigh or your shin, it might be down to your foot. Exhale, keeping the movement lovely and fluid, so we're not holding the posture at all. Keeping the flowing motion, so your muscles are waking up slowly. It's a really lovely way to warm up the body with these flowing movements. And then placing the left hand down and lifting up into stargazer. That means you're straight all the way up your right hand side. And placing the right hand down and up, stretching up. So taking again a flowing stargazer. There's a theme here. Inhaling up, exhaling down. And placing the sit bones back down on the mat. And moving into Shavasana on the other side. Janu being your knee and Shirsha being your head to knee pose, knee to head pose. Inhale up and exhale down. Breath is guiding the movement. keeping this at your own pace. You might be following me, or you might be going at a different pace. So really enjoying the lungfuls of breath. Even if you're not outside, imagine you're outside with beautiful bird song. And then placing your right hand down, and then the left arm is going up and you're on your right knee into stargazer. And here we're going to take the flow again. Feel a bit like a ballet dancer. Inhale up, exhale down. It's definitely reminiscent of Swan Lake. Full lungfuls of breath. And then gently sitting down again. And here we're going to come into tabletop. So your knees are below your hips and your hands are below your shoulders. And then start to move in a flowing cat. So you're inhaling up and exhaling down, lifting up your abdominal muscles and your pelvic floor. And then scoop yourself up, inhale up. Exhale down, lifting up the belly. I sometimes call this a it's either flowing cat or a swooping cat. So you're really moving, it's like your body's moving in a circle. Wonderful for waking up the spine, and great for gently strengthening your abdominal muscles and your pelvic floor. And bringing your body back to stillness, tucking the toes under and lifting up into a half downward dog. So your chest is very gently guided back towards your knees, then lifting up into an acute downward dog. So lifting up on your tiptoes, heels off the mat, and then placing your heels down on the mat. One at a time, so you're walking out the dog. And having a little bit of a moment in the full expression of downward dog with your heels down as far as they want to go. And inhale, upward cat. And then gently exhale back into child. So your knees will still be hip width apart. And your feet too. And so we're going to come into flowing child, where if you want to, you can come up onto your fingertips. You've got straight activated arms. So you're inhaling up and exhaling down. And a few flowing motions there. And then bring yourself up into a slightly higher flow if you wish to, or you could have your on your fingertips. So any way you'd like to be, with your hands flat on the mat, or you're up on your fingertips. Inhaling up and exhaling back into child. And then bring yourself up into upward facing cat again. Inhale and then exhale, downward facing cat. So we're flexing, extending the spine in the traditional cat posture. My hands are not below my shoulders, but that will be because of the bumpy ground. So if preferably your hands are below your shoulders. Inhale up and then exhale down, lifting up belly and pelvic floor. Wonderful. And let's bring back the right leg and just rock back on your toes. So you're flexing out the back of the leg, the foot, rocking here. And then the right leg comes forward on the outside of the hands. We're coming into the hip hamstring stretch, or the low lunge stretch. Inhale forward and exhale back. If you need to prop yourself up on blocks, Your hands could be on blocks so that you can straighten the leg more, basically. Move back a bit further. The hamstring stretch. That works quite well. Inhale forward, and then we are coming into the lunge twist. So your left hand is down and your right hand is up in this twist. Taking a few deep breaths here in the twist. And place your hand back down, and turning your left foot over and coming up into the high lunge. Strong back leg, and your knee is over your ankle. And then lift up in Prana Mudra, then hands back to the heart. So this is a flowing crescent lunge. Inhale up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, breathing in this energy mudra. And exhale. Breathing out. Wonderful. Nice and strong. So tuck in your tummy if you've got a bit of a sway back like me. Keeping your tummy tucked in this lunge position. And then we're moving into warrior two. So that means you've got heel to arch alignment. Your knee is still over the ankle, and we're flowing. So we're exhaling back, hands back to the heart and straightening the front leg. And as we inhale, we're opening up the arms. So in your own time, flowing with me or whatever pace you wish to go. Opening up. And then we're coming down into Pashwa Konasana. So you're resting on the right arm is on the right leg, and we're taking flowing motions with the shoulder. Wonderful. Round with the left arm. Taking it around in circles. Nice and strong. And bring yourself up, warrior two, for a moment. And then we're going to come back into peaceful warrior. So you're turning around your right palm and then coming into peaceful warrior and down into Pashwa Konasana. So here there's a flow. So it's quite strong on your legs. You've been doing this for a little while. So going exhale back. Or inhaling down, sorry. Coming down. Bring yourself up on the inhale and then exhale back. That's right, so every time you're coming down or up, it's on the exhale. And then bring yourself back into warrior two. And then step to the front of the mat. Probably got quite a well-worked leg there. And bring your hands to the heart. A moment of breath in this mountain posture. And then we're going to bring hands down and then coming into a balance. So exhaling up onto tiptoes, lifting up your mula bandha, your pelvic floor, and your abdominal muscles when you exhale, and inhale back down. Exhale up. And inhale back down. Exhale up, lifting up abdominal muscles. Exhale, inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. And then hands back to the heart. Lifting up, arms stretching up, the hands through the centre, down into Uttanasana, the forward fold. So, inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. This is the flow again. So we're going to take a few, this flowing Uttanasana. Exhale down. Inhale up. Lovely. So you can keep your back parallel with the mat. Your hands can come up to your shins, your knees. Some people like to keep the hands down on the mat. And then step back into downward dog. Have a little moment in downward dog, resting the heels back towards the mat as much as they want to go. And a few deep breaths, keeping the neck nice and loose. You can shake out the head a little bit, encouraging the chest back towards the knees. Then inhale, upward facing cat, and gently back into child for a little rest. Take a breath or two here. And then when you're ready, you can bring yourself forward onto your tummy into Ashtanga briefly, which is where you've got your hips off the mat. And then we're coming into a flowing cobra, so your hands are by your shoulders. And then gently inhaling up into a low cobra and exhale down. And either you can keep coming up into low cobra, inhale up, or slightly higher. Exhale down, keeping your elbows in at the side. And then inhale up into a high one again if you want to, but you've still got slightly bent elbows. Exhale down. And then bring yourself up as far as you'd wish to go. Exhale. Lovely. Turning the toes round. And gently bringing yourself back into puppy pose. So you're on your knees, on your toes are bent, curved over, and then your chest is going back towards the mat. And then exhale back into downward facing dog. And here, just resting here for a moment in downward dog. Taking a few breaths, and then lowering the knees down. And bring the hands below the shoulders, upward cat. And then downward facing cat. Moving through this cat flexions and extensions. Freeing up the spine after doing some stronger poses. Then we're going to bring back the left leg and rock back on your left toes, straight leg, flexing the back of the leg, stretching it out. And then place your left foot on the outside of your hands, coming into the lunge stretch. Inhale forward, exhaling back. Again, you can use blocks, remember, if you need to. And take a few of these in your own time. Placing the right hand down and lifting up the left arm, stretching up into the twist. Wonderful. If your neck is okay with it, you can look up towards your hand, up towards the sky, placing your hands down, then coming up into the high lunge. You can still stay down in low lunge if you wish. So strong back leg, the heel is moving back. Inhale up and then exhale back to the heart. Lovely. Opening out. Prana Mudra, then exhale, hands to heart. Either in Anjali Mudra at the heart, or you can just place your hands like I am, one over each other. Inhale, open. Exhale, hands to heart. Lovely. Perfect. Wobble around like me. And then we're coming into warrior two. So knee, ankle. So ankle is in line with the knee. And then the heel is heel to arch. Left heel, right arch. And opening up. Warrior two. And exhaling at the heart. You can straighten your leg like I did last time. For some reason I'm not doing it this time. So Inhale, opening up, which is where you'd be straightening your leg. And exhale, hands to heart. Lovely. Perfect. So open up, and then we're coming down to Pashwa Konasana and taking the circles of the right arm. So in Pashwa Konasana, you're resting on your thigh. Your forearm is resting on the thigh, but you're not fully relying on it. The strength is in your body and legs. So you're not slumping onto it. Inhale up, arm, and exhale down. Then bring yourself back to Warrior 2 for a moment, turning the left palm over and you're back into peaceful Warrior. Exhale, lovely. Stretching out the left side of your body. And coming down into Pashwa Konasana. This is the flow. Exhale. Inhale up, then exhale, Pashwa Konasana. Inhale up, exhale, Peaceful Warrior. So as you move over to each side, you're exhaling. Lovely. Keeping a nice steady flow. And bring the hands out to the side so you're in Warrior 2 and step to the front of the mat. Hands at the heart. Lovely. And take a moment here. Really feel into how you are, how your legs are feeling, how your energy in your body is, your prana, your chi. And we're going to come into the number 4 legs. So like you are placing your right leg so that the ankle is above the knee. And then we're going to come down. So you can't see from here, but it looks a bit like a number 4. Hands are at the heart. And the exhale forward if you can. Otherwise you're staying up in the balance. But if you can, exhale forward. This is also called standing pigeon. So it's stretching out the hip like it does in pigeon, like pigeon does. Taking breaths in this standing forward fold. This hip stretch. Or you are standing in the balance. Either is perfect. And hands back to the heart. Gently bring yourself up. So in all balances, remember to tuck in your pelvic floor and your tummy. Really engage those areas. And then the other side, so the left ankle is above the right knee, bending down. So you're about to sit on a chair, your hands are in at your heart, and then if you can, you're bringing yourself forward, folding forward, stretching out your left hip. Deep breaths. Remember, you can be up in the balance, staying in the balance, and that's really good too. Deep, steady breaths. Really flow with the breath in this forward fold. So even if it feels or looks static, you're actually slightly flowing. And bring yourself back up, placing the left leg back down, and coming into mountain. Inhale up, the arms slightly extended, and bring the hands in prayer through and down. Uttanasana. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. And a few more little flows here in Uttanasana. Like we did before. Now we're inhaling and exhaling down. Wonderful. So in your own time, you can flow in this Uttanasana posture and exhale back into downward facing dog. So in this time in downward dog, I'm going to lift up the heels and exhale them down. Inhale up the heels, exhale down. And it might be that your heels are not near the mat, and that's fine, but you're still doing a lifting up onto tiptoes and exhaling as far down as your heels want to go. Lowering your knees down, inhale, upward cat, and then down into seated. So we're coming into Dandasana, the staff posture. Hands are by your side. You're straight, you're like at a right angle. So straight from your sit bones up to your crown. And your legs as straight as they want to go. So you might want a blanket underneath your legs or something rolled up. If you need to have bent legs, you might be wanting to sit on a block. So this is Pashwa Konasana, but we're going to flow it. So exhale forward, inhale up, opening up the chest and the arms. Keep it lovely and fluid. So really following the breath. Inhale up, exhale forward. Beautiful. This is great. Take some wonderful, gentle flows here. And find your place on your legs. Might not be your feet. I've got my feet, but you might be your shins or your right up at your thighs even. And just resting here in Pashwa Konasana, so your breath will still be creating movement in this posture. Inhale up and then exhale, coming into Baddha Konasana. So your feet are together and your knees apart. It's a diamond version, so your feet are further away, just so we can go a bit further down. So inhale up, exhale, folding forwards. Wonderful. Inhaling up, exhaling. So you may or may not be on a block or something here to help with your seated position. Taking this in your own time. And fold forward. It might be that you're not as far down, that's fine. So just be in whatever place in this Baddha Konasana that you can and want to be in today. Breathing in this posture like we did with Pashwa Konasana, where the breath is still creating a gentle flow in the posture. Then bring yourself up and we're coming down onto our backs. And we'll start with bringing the knees into the chest and having a rock from side to side. Easing out the back from our forward folds. Then placing the feet down, hip width apart, and knees hip width apart as well. And start to bring yourself up into a flowing bridge. So exhale up, and then take a breath in at the top, and then exhale down. And then a breath in to prepare, and exhale, peeling the spine off the mat. Inhale, and exhale, placing each vertebrae at a time onto the mat. Your hands are by your side at this point. Exhale up, inhale, and then exhale the hands up above your head, straight arms. Breath in, and then exhale down. Breath in, and then exhale the hands down. So the in-breaths are really short, and you're doing everything on the exhale, all the movements. So exhaling up, breath in, exhale the arms up, breath in, exhale the spine down, very carefully placing the vertebrae back onto the mat. Breath in and then exhale the arms down. Lovely, it's really lovely flow. Bring yourself up, exhale up into the bridge. Exhale the arms up, breath in, exhale the spine gently down onto the mat. Breath in and then exhale the hands down. Wonderful. And then draw the knees into the chest. And we're going to take some knee circles now. So placing your hands on your knees and exhale the knees in towards you and then bring them away again. So exhale knees in towards you and then inhale as they move away. And then start to go in the other direction. Massaging your lower back. Wonderful. Placing the feet down. We're coming down into Shavasana. So really resting here in this final relaxation posture. Really enjoy feeling the body fully and completely relax. So your body is held and supported by the mat and the earth beneath the mat. Imagine your body to be the heaviest thing of all. So there's a deep restfulness in being completely still, held. All your muscles totally relaxed. Your whole body is surrendering to this experience of complete rest. Total rest and relaxation. Your whole body can relax. And when you're ready, you can bring yourself onto your side. Rest here for a moment. And then in your own time, when you're ready, you can start to move up into a seated position again. And take a few breaths here to resting in this Sukhasana, the comfortable seat. Nice deep breaths, and we're going to finish by chanting the Om vibration again 3 times. Breathing in. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring the hands to the heart, then up above the head, opening them up into Prana Mudra. Taking 3 deep, life-affirming breaths here. And bring the hands above the head. Namaste. Down through the centres of the crown, 3rd eye, the throat, and the heart. Namaste. And thank you for joining me. How lovely. So nice to have you. And yeah, you're really welcome to come again. And if you'd like to subscribe to my channel, then of course you can. Comment and like.
Pure
Bye. See you again.
Flaming orb of truth and bliss, remove the veil so I can see. Illumine